and it's going to be green light racing here at Monza. Here goes Noah. He's going to try and go wheel to wheel with the leader. Vic, once again, back on the top step. We did say take it easy. Oh my goodness. Sinead's going to go for it here into 14, 15. Side by side, is it going to be Mercedes or is it going to be a BMW?
Hey, welcome everybody. We are just fixing things right now. There we go. Because we are now dual streaming. Welcome along, everyone. It's Thursday night, so which means it's back to the original schedule here at Phoenix Sim Sport. What night we are going to have, but before we get into it, we're obviously going to give a shout out to our affiliates at Asetek Sim Sports. So if you're in the market for some lovely brand new sim gear, if you're looking for wheels, pedals, and all the good stuff, go ahead, give them a little shout. Nip on down to the store, fill up your basket, get to the checkout and enter the code Phoenix Sim Sport to get a lovely 5% off on us. And as typical, we have an ad break coming up very shortly, but not to worry. We're not going to miss out any of the action. Chloe is on its way, and it's just me in this evening, and yeah. We're at Monaco tonight, so we went to the Principality, the classic Monaco. Well, not classic. It's the track that we all know, we all love. These Tatuus cars are absolutely mental round here. I'll give you a quick rundown of the standings at the moment. It is still Marcel Miku, top of the leaderboard, though absent again this week with 396 points. We have Matt Pryor, 312, so we can definitely make some big points up on the championship this evening. Maybe even take the lead if you can. Ivan Melendez is on 246. Brizing is on 240. Mikel is on 218. Weber on 180. Mav on 160. Richard Dragula on 132. Savkin on 131. And Shinzo rolling out the top 10 with 116 points. So, yep, still very much all to play for. Four races left to go. And today is 45 minutes here at Monaco. So we'll get ourselves into the action. There we go. And we're just waiting for quality to get underway. But yeah, we're looking for a good one today. We are missing a couple of key members. Some fast drivers. So as I said, Miku is not here, which is going to give Matt and Mikel some really good chances to catch up in the championship battle here. But we've got some really quick drivers that can also bring some pain in amongst us. They can make some upsets. We have Brisen as well, who ran an extremely good race on the RS 1600s last night in the special event of the Nordschleife. Absolutely fantastic event, and it's something I would definitely recommend folks come and have a look at in the future. We do special events here now and then at Phoenix, and there were some prizes on offer. So big congratulations to the top 3 yesterday who came away with some nice little prizes. But we're going to stick into where we are at the moment, which is Tatuus. We're waiting for our ad break to end in 30 seconds. But we will get the qualifying session underway by the looks of things. And we are on the way. Who is going to be first out the pits? We'll follow someone. We'll go Savkin first out. And we'll follow him as he goes through Sandabot. And yeah, this is going to be a great one. So we all know Monaco good and well. We all know it's a fantastic track. Well, let's say that with a pinch of salt. It is a fantastic track. It's a great track. It's just probably not very good for Formula 1 these days with how big those cars are and how small, windy this track is. Obviously, street track here in the middle of Monaco. So these are daily used roads. So I've been coming up to Casino at the moment. And probably one of the most famous points of the track he's come up to as well, which is the tunnel section. Drivers will be basically going through darkness and then being blinded on the exit. So we can get a good point of view from Savkin as he goes through the tunnel. Look at the light. Oh, he's taking that very well. But this is just an outlap, remember, folks. So we'll see what we can do. We have got a lot of talent on the grid tonight as well. So we're expecting some extremely close battles. to say the least. But to be honest, I'm not got my money on anyone in particular. Everyone seems to be pretty quick here. But definitely wouldn't put it past Mr. Matt Pryor, the tyre whisperer himself, getting an absolute cracking result here. And as I said, possibly looking to take over the championship. Championship lead from Miku in his absence. We're getting the first set of out laps done there. Everyone looking like they are going to try and get out on the soft tyres at the moment. We have only got 10 on the grid tonight. Monaco, a tough track, maybe a bit too technical for some. It's still going to be a fantastic race no matter the numbers. Yeah, hoping you're doing well tonight, chat, as well. Let's have a little look. Where is... oh, we have Brisbane here today as well. Mikel will be looking for a good race tonight, I think, in terms of points. Oh, Mav's left. I hope he's not having technical issues. That would be highly unfortunate. Whoa. Mikel absolutely kicking the back legs of that car out there. And he is pushing very hard at the moment. So we have a 130 from Savkin. That is the first fast lap that has been laid down today. And Matt Pryor with only a 130.699, so points you off the back. Fiala with a 136.9, and Gear with a 134.3. So first times are in, and it is Savkin who has pole position. LECBB and Mikel jumping up into P2 there with a 130.5. So very close at the top, 2 tenths between the top three. Do remember, folk, we are also... This Mikel jumps ahead. It is 130.5, so he's extremely tightened up. Remember, folks, we are also streaming on Kick as well. So not only here at twitch.tv/PhoenixSimSport, we're also on Kick, so kick.com/PhoenixSimSport as well. So we're getting ourselves out and about. Brisbane with a 131, McNabbit with a 131. Adam is currently out the pits. Mav will be heading out. So Adam's gone out on the mediums, actually. And yeah, to see what Mav got. Oh, Mikel. Oh, that is someone we're going to have to watch out. Into the barrier there. And I think a 129.259 from Savkin. Absolutely blinding lap there. Can anyone make an improvement? Matt with a 130.4. So Savkin absolutely dominated by over a second. What a lap that was. Mikel down to third, Brisbane up in fourth, McNabbit getting fifth. Gear is up to sixth with a 133.7. LACPP is a 133.402, sees him up at the P6 to Molten Gear and Fiala. Brisbane then with a 130.3, still puts him a second off the back of Savkin, so I don't know what kind of amazing lap Savkin's put in, but he's got a 129. You know, everyone else seems pretty close in terms of the top, well, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, actually, yeah. Now there's a 130 almost dead, 130.1 really. So there's time to be found, but Savkin has just found this absolute god tier time. This map is out, and I wonder how. So he's in the pits. So we're not getting to know how he's done this. Let's see, who else is on laps, trying to get some good times at the moment. Let's see what Mikel can do. So we obviously see him on his last lap having an accident where he's hit the curb. And let's see what he can do coming into the final corner. puts the throttle on. And Mikhail, improvement? No improvement. 130.5 still from Mikhail. And yep, as we see Fiala jumping up to P6 or 133.0. So you have the top lot that are in the 29s and the 30s. And we've almost got like a second tier sitting there in the 32, 33 mark. Let me see. Messages. Gonna see the end of qualifying, and who are we gonna see up the top spot? At the moment, Savkin's still there with 129.2, but everyone else seems to be starting to catch up a little bit. We've got McNugget, who's set a fantastic 129.3. So McNugget and Savkin really putting pace out there. Matt, Prison, Mikhail, really off the pace. Half a second between Matt and McNugget. So it has to be said, Savkin and McNugget absolutely flying at the moment. Now on board with Mikhail. I'm going to watch him as he starts to go around these last two. Is he going to make an improvement though? Mikhail really needs to make a jump here. His championship battle really depends on a good qualifying. Is he going to get improvement? Fifth place doesn't look like it. There's no improvement for Mikhail. So still P5 and running out of time. Minute 50 left on the clock. Any improvement from LACPP? He has Brisbane behind him. Well, there are no major improvements from anybody at the moment. Dam and McNugget having a little bit of a squabble there at the last corner as Dam is called it quits. No time at the moment. Neither has Mav. So Mav and Dam, no times on the board. Savkin still pushing hard. To improve on his current provisional pole position, which is 129.259. There we go. Yahiko has joined us, so we do have 11 on track. Better late than never. Right, no improvement there from Savkin, so it's going to be this or that. It's the last lap for Savkin. Only a minute left on the clock. Let's see, is Mav going to get a time on the board? Team 5, that lovely orange papaya-like livery for Team 5. Let's see where they end up. Mav could do a decent grid position here today. And it is P9 at the moment, so that must be an out lap for Mav, a 2:29, and he's only just going to get enough time to get in a full lap. Mikhail still where it is, so we've got no real major changes at the front again. It is still Savkin that leads from McNugget by a 10th. It's, LACPB hitting the barriers pretty hard there. Oh, and again. A few bumps and a few scratches. And it is Brisbane who jumps up into P3 ahead of Matt then. So Brisbane doing his championship battle a favour, and that is putting... Oh, bump! Oh no, Adam kind of got in the way of LACPP. And that is going to be the end of qualifying for him. P7. And that is it. Who are we going to see up the top? Are there going to be any last minute changes? There is literally nothing between Savkin and McNugget at the moment. Brisbane is trying to push hard. 129.7. Still 4/10 off the back of McNugget. Then just a 10th behind is Matt Pryor. And that's that from Brisbane. Anyone else trying to make improvements? Mikhail's done, which will be a P5. Fiala, can we get an improvement from Fiala? 0.9 off the back of Mikhail. But anything's possible here at Monaco. Let's have a little look. Fiala now approaching the last corners. Two nice tight right-handers here. And into the pits. That is it for Fiala. So no improvement there. And that will be P6. Matt Pryor, though, still going for it. 0.1 off the back of Brisbane. Oh, hard into the wall there from Matt. And that is it for him. Into the wall. Big hit. And no more action. P4 for Matt. So it looks like your qualifying order will be a fantastic pole position there from Savkin with a 129.259 P2 McNugget. Literally nothing else behind him. 129.320 Brisen in P3, Matt in P4, Mikhail will take P5 on the grid, Viella in P6, LACPP in 7th, Mav in 8th, Gear will take P9, Adam will take P10. So a nice little grid position. I do believe Yahiko is still with us. He's just not showing up on my board for some strange reason. But Yahiko is with us. Well, we've got a little bit of a wait for the race. Remember, folks, this is a 45-minute race. We do interchanging sessions during the season. So last week would have been 2 20-minute races. This week it's 45. So there will be pit stop and tyre management strategies involved, which will also include refueling. So not only have these guys got a long race around the twisty, technical, and often dangerous streets of Monaco, they also have to contend with pit stop strategies and figuring out what everyone else around them is doing. So tonight the Principality is going to be one action-packed place to be, and to be honest, folks, where else would you rather be than here with me in the comms box at Phoenix Sim Sport on your Thursday nights? Come on, nothing else happens on a Thursday. Yeah, so thank you very much already for those who have joined us and get the word out there. If you are interested in joining any of our championships, which be it Tatuus, MX5, Asetek Corsa Competizione, LMU, which we are doing Hypercars, GT3s and LMP2s. LMP2s run their own class. We have Hypercars and GT3s running mixed multi-class. We also have Formula Alpha for Asetek Corsa on a Sunday as well. So we have got basically something for everybody. And don't forget, we do mini little sessions every so often. There will be special events, such as last night's RS1600 event at the Nürburgring, as well as mini championships and so on and so forth. So we've always got something on. Let's see how we're gonna get on then. What are the tyre strategies from the start? Everyone is basically on mediums apart from the tyre whisperer, Mr. Matt Pryor, our championship battler. P4 is starting on the softs. Gear has decided he's gonna start on the hards, as is Adam and Maverick. So, splits the strategies. This should be interesting. Chat, any ideas who you think is going to win tonight? Well, take us a bet. Give us an average. Who do you think is going to come away with victory here tonight at Monaco? Who is going to be the one to come away with the big trophy? The most... How would we put it? It's the most... recognised trophy in Formula 1, I suppose. We could pull it like that. I don't know. I can't remember the word. Prestigious. That's the one we're looking at. It's one of those prestigious trophies you can get in Formula 1. Is Monaco Grand Prix. And what a weekend to do it as well. Le Mans weekend. For all you WEC fans, it is Le Mans weekend. So the Le Mans 24 hours, practice and qualifying sessions have been on. I think Hyperpole is coming up at some point as well. So that's one to watch. Once this stream is over, get yourselves onto the WEC or on YouTube, go watch a bit of Le Mans. Absolutely fantastic series. Everybody loves some endurance racing, and why not one of the most hardest endurance races in the world. Then followed up next week, I believe, or the next couple of weeks, it is the Spa 24 hour, and then my personal favourite, the 24 hours of the Nordschleife. Oh, I can't wait. But you know what else I can't wait for? Is the start of this race. 10 seconds to go, and we're going to be on watching McNugget as everybody comes flying into Sandoval. So we are behind, we're McNugget P2, all the lights are on, they're about to go out. And we are off. Go, 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 go. And it looks like it's a great start from Savkin. Absolutely lit it up there as we're going into Sandoval. What is going to happen? Are we going to have any quarrels behind us? It looks like everyone's kind of getting through safe. Sandivot's nice and clean for once. There's a surprise, but Savkin does lead the way from McNugget. Mikhail getting past Brisen there. And a lovely little move. Matt on the soft should be absolutely flying in these opening sectors. He's going to obviously not have the tyres for very long. But is he going to use that advantage now to make his way up the order? We're going to head back a little bit. And we're going to see what Savkin can do. So we're on board with our race leader right now. And let's see what he can do out in front. Already almost a second out ahead of McNugget. Savkin really settling in with the Tatuus round here at Monaco as they all go through the tunnel. It's amazing how quickly the pack can spread out here at Monaco, to be honest with you. So, oh, who is that? We've got a big spin out at the back. Is that Adam? Adam having a big one. Uh-oh. Watch out, Gear. Yeah, plenty of time. So Gear's had a bit of a poor start. Not entirely sure why. Maybe he got spun at Sandoval. We'll have to check it out later on. But yeah, now he's all up behind Adam. So Gear, a long journey ahead. But again, long race. 45 minutes here tonight. Around the wonderful, wonderful Monaco circuit. Look at the detail here. Hello, Jake. How we doing, buddy? Glad to have you on board. Savkin out in the lead, 0.8 of a second. He leads McNugget, but look at this. Matt Pryor all over the gearbox of McNugget right now. Those soft tyres really, really, really working hard. And he'll want to get past as early as he can to make good use of the tyres. He doesn't want to be sat behind McNugget for, you know, 5, 6, 7 laps. And his tyres basically are all for nothing. So this is a bit of a gung-ho strategy from Matt. Only soft tyre runner to start the race. So we have Savkin, McNugget, Matt, and then right behind them, 6 seconds off the back, sorry, is Mikel, and then Brisson a further 1.8. So this field really spreading nice and early. So McNugget making a little bit of a mistake. Matt as well sliding. Hey, that's you almost done, Jake, is it? Nice one, buddy. And yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun on the MX Boys. We are going to concentrate here heavily tonight. This amazing battle in the Tatuus. As I said, it's going to be one heck of a championship battle tonight. Matt needs as many points as he can to try and claw in on Miku while he's absent. But Savkin, 1.3 seconds in the lead from McNugget. And it doesn't look like he's willing to relinquish that lead at all. There's a big mistake there from McNugget, and that just gifts P2 to Matt. He'll be loving that. Fresh set of soft tyres. And he's now on the charge for Savkin. Don't know where Mavkin came from. It's like a hybrid driver swap here. A little bit deep there from Matt, but he is fine. And let's see what he can do now on these soft tyres while he's got some clean air. 2.2 seconds the gap to Savkin now. As Mikel is beginning to close the gap in on McNugget. So McNugget now starting to struggle a little bit after a good start. But we'll just see how it is. We've still got an absolutely humongous amount of time left in this race. 41 minutes to go. So we are very much in the infancy. And we're going to see how well this pans out by the end. Not much going on any further behind. These guys are kind of petered out. Fiala's now dropped himself about 4 seconds behind. 1.6 behind him is Mav. Mav is on the hard tyres though. LACPP 1.6 seconds behind Mav. You see him coming in the picture now. Then it's Gear. Gear's now 27 seconds off the pack ahead of him. So he's fallen back a little bit on the hard as well. And Adam is only having a little bit of a struggle this evening. He's 12 seconds off the back of Gear. I do believe we have had a retirement already. I will just have to check. Oh. Where is Yannico? I have no idea where Yannico is right now. Because they're not showing up on my boards. But they're supposedly racing. So that gap at the front, 2.2 seconds. Matt not really being able to make any kind of inroads on Savkin, but he is starting to gap McNugget a little bit, who's also starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Mikel. Everybody's just kind of going into that smart, you know, tyre management mode. And they're just trying to preserve their races at the moment. There's Gear. Like I said, he's quite a long way back, but he's just managing his own race right now. Very quick yesterday in the Ford Escorts was Gear. So it's not like he's lacking talent at all. Nugget is starting to hone back in on the back of Matt. So unless Matt's made a mistake, or after, you know, almost 11 minutes of racing, are the softs now starting to encounter some issues? We'll just have to see. Does look like Matt is under a little bit of struggles. And the question is, what is he going to do with these soft tyres? What's he going to do? Is he going to try and stretch them out? Is he going to take the pain, have a little bit of suffering, and then move to a set of mediums? Or is he just going to box a bit early, think, okay, I'm in a position, get onto the hards, and then just run the rest of the race and, you know, put a little bit of tyre management into the pocket? We're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, McNugget is really starting to hound the gearbox of Matt right now. Everybody else, however, spreading the field apart. Fiala is now 7 seconds behind Brisbane, and that's a gap between 5 and 6. Mav currently best position on the hard tyres, sitting in P7, 2.9 seconds off the back of Fiala at the moment. But as I said, on the hard tyres, pace may change later in the race when the swaps all come into position. Most of these guys will end up on the hards, and the hard runners will end up on the mediums, no doubt, unless they want to go hard to hard. We'll just have to see. But yeah, they're going to have to pit regardless, because they're going to need fuel. They may need new tyres. We will just have to see. Safkin again setting another fastest lap, 3.2 seconds in the lead right now. And there he is, there goes Safkin. Here comes Matt, right behind him it's McNugget. He's starting to really close that gap. Mikel falling off behind. Brisbane kind of keeping tabs with Mikel. So we're starting to see our pattern early in the race here of who's going to be who and where. But we do have alternating strategies, so anything can happen here. And we all know what Monaco's like. One mistake and your race is absolutely in the dust. And there we go. There's Yahiko, finally coming up on my leaderboards. So a little down in the order, but not to worry. Though I just believe that Yahiko is also in the pits, being that they are at 0.4 by me, and I am very much stationary in my garage right now. But still on board with this battle, which is McNugget hounding Matt. That gap down to 0.6. Closest fight on track by quite a distance. The next closest fight on track would be Brisbane and Mikel at 1.5 seconds, and that's your battle for P4. Understandable. What a line that Matt takes in there. He cuts so much of that corner off, and he gets such a good run up here. But McNugget just seems to have more grip on the exit with those tyres right now. So there's a high possibility Matt is starting to suffer. He could be whispering everything that he can at those tyres, and they are just ignoring him right now. And he'll be sending a lot of pain through him. Look at how late that McNugget can break into there compared to Matt right now. I cannot imagine those soft tyres are happy in the slightest. And Safkin, yep, 4 seconds in the lead now. He is just romping this. Only a mistake, as it would seem, would end Safkin's, well, it's very much a dominant display as McNugget tries to go up the inside. That wasn't going to happen, was it? It wasn't going to work. Matt had to take avoiding action. But that was a lunge of the century. Hey, what is that? In what regards, what is that? What is what? What is what? The dive bomb or just the racing in general? Ah, the move. Yeah, I was thinking that kind of came a little bit from nowhere, wasn't it? It was a bit of a massa dive, wasn't it? About nowhere, but look at the run. He's going to try it. Oh, no, he's not. Matt is definitely struggling on those tyres right now. Those softs are screaming in pain. Safkin has walked another second ahead on the last lap, ahead of these guys. But McNugget is putting all the pressure on Matt right now, and this is not good. Mikhail is slowly starting to claw in a little bit of time, but it's not much. I can't see Matt lasting too much longer on these softs. He's going to start bleeding time. He's going to let the grid pack up. But this is such a notoriously difficult circuit to overtake on. We're all aware of that. We've all watched races here, and you know it's mostly possession, but these guys won't have that tonight. Will they? Heck, it's going to be every opportunity to get past, and they'll take it. But probably best not down here. There's Mikhail in the background, so he is honing in. Matt is really slowing these folks up right now. There's Mikhail, and right behind him is Brisen as well. So Matt's pace is bringing everyone up to the back of McNugget and himself. This could make things real interesting. 14 minutes gone in the race so far, so we've still got a heck of a long way. 33 minutes left to go. And yeah, who is going to win? We have no idea. Well, I can actually tell you who's going to win. It's looking like Safkin right now, unless there's a major mistake. It is the battle for P2 that we want to know about. Is it going to be alternate strategy? Matt Pryor starting on the softest rubber and struggling now. Or is it going to be McNugget, who seems to have finally got the pace back on those mediums? Mikhail has dropped a little bit of time again, which you saw Brisen catch up. So Mikhail having not as clean a race as he usually has. This is getting a bit close, is it not? McNugget almost making a bit of an error there and almost in the back of Matt. Are we going to see anything coming up to the swimming pool? Brisen is catching Mikhail real quick right now. Oh no! Whoa! Oh, that was close. You can see a lot of battles happening down this part of the circuit today. A lot of drivers really pushing. I'm going to just nip back just a second because Brisen is all over the back of Mikhail right now. It's been great driving from Brisen. He's just been keeping it nice and quiet. That gap coming down is top 4. Oh! Hold on. Here we go. McNugget trying to go around the outside. There's tyre banging there. So that was Adam having to get out of the way. So he was getting lapped, which kind of got in the way of these guys. Matt, McNugget and Mikhail are all together. Brisen just behind there. So that lap car causing a bit of chaos, letting these guys all catch up with each other. And this is what Sapkin wants. He's now 7 seconds in the lead. He's walking away with it. Matt holding everybody up right now. Nugget, that's not a good idea to dive down there. And this is just going to let Matt being a roadblock as usual. You're no wrong, mate. Let's see. This has put Mikhail all over the back of McNugget as well. So Matt, defensive driving like a king, as usual. We know he's very fair, very clean on the road as Matt, especially his defensive driving. So it's going to be up to McNugget to try and find that gap. As Matt bleeds time on these soft compound tires. We're 15 minutes into the race, 1/3 of the way through. And Matt must consider a pit stop at some point soon. There is no way those tyres are going to hold on much longer of any serious competitive pace anyway. I'm going to see if I can bring up his previous lap time. Just bear with me a second. Let's put this on. Let's see. So Matt doing 132.2s, 132.4 for McNugget, and you got 131s from everyone else behind. So we're going to keep this up. We want to see the average lap times of everyone here. That's Savkin! No! Oh no! Savkin's gone round and it's caught Matt out, and Mikhail's taken the lead. That was disaster. absolute disaster there. Mikel, the big winner. Matt still in P2. But that sees Brisen and McNugget kind of getting caught together. Sapkin obviously having a mistake somewhere. Was that near Mirabel? And that drops him down to P5. So we had 7 seconds in hand. And now down to P5. And this is just handed Mikel an absolute glorious opportunity for a race win here. As McNugget again trying to get down Matt. The rolling roadblock is doing his job fantastically, frustrating McNugget. Sapkin all over the back of Brisen again already. And he'll be wanting to get back in. He's got the pace. He's got absolutely all the pace. So he'll be wanting to get back up the top real quick. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. But it's all kicked off. Action-packed stuff here at Monaco. We've still got a long way to go. So Matt has pitted. Yep, Matt is in the pits. So he's obviously had enough of those soft tyres. He's going to get rid of them. Whoa, that was a Mav going in backwards. So Matt is out. He has decided the medium tyres will get him to the end of this race. So he's going to have just under 30 minutes on those mediums. He did 11 laps on the soft. But here he is. He'll be out in P6 into some clean air as well. He's got a little bit of a gap to Fiala. So he's going to use that to his advantage, I think. Mav then on those hards. Do some skill moves by the looks of things. LACPP is in the pits. He's on his out lap, so he pitted for a new set of tyres. He's on a brand new set. Gear is doing his thing. He is now P9. Adam is in the pits, I think. No, he's not. He's just somewhere on track. No, he is in the pits. Has he stopped? Has he retired? Or is he still going? He has pitted for a new set of hards. Let's have a little look at this battle. So McNugget is catching Mikel already. So Mikel had like a 2.8 second gap. That's now down to 2 seconds. Sapkin and Brisen battling hard. Then it's 20 seconds back to Fiala. So this is our big main battle here. That's Mikel 1.6 seconds now ahead of McNugget. And you can see the times there. 8/10 quicker on that previous lap was McNugget. So McNugget really has the pace right now. Sapkin with 1:31.0 dropped off the pace. So right now it looks like McNugget is the one with the pace. What do you think, chat? This is getting interesting. Do we have any ideas who you think is going to win this race? I think it could be any of these guys up the top. All of them have got pace. It's going to be a war of attrition, I think. Who's going to make it to the end? Who's got the best strategy? Is Matt having more issues? Question mark? Because he's been passed by Maverick on his out lap. Let's see if we can go down and see what's going on. Oh no, Matt had to pit again? Or has he had an accident? Something's happened to Matt anyway. He hasn't had a pit. Unless he had a drive-through. Oh no. We'll have to check. I'm not sure if Matt had a drive-through there. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think he would have because he came out the pits the wrong way. Hello? Oh no! Anyway. Yeah, that's not looking good for poor Matt. Sapkin dropping off the pace. Now pits. Brisen in the pits then from P3. McNugget still chasing Mikel, and that time coming down and down right now. Even quicker again. Sapkin up to P3. And a slow lap again from Sapkin. Fastest man on track is McNugget. As he starts to reel in Mikel. What tyres will Brisen switch to, and where is he going to come out? So after that, Matt has dropped 16 seconds off the bat of Maverick. Oh, is that Adam getting past? Yep, just getting out of the way. That was good of him, using a very smart piece of road. Didn't want to get in the way of the guys around at Casino. And here we go. Nugget then pushing hard. He is 7/10 off the back of Mikel, and it's a further 5 seconds down to the back to Savkin. Brisen, hard compound tyres as McNugget looks for a move on Mikel. Is it on? It wasn't on there. Through to back. And Mikel under all sorts of pressure right now from McNugget. How long is it going to last? Times are ridiculous. Into the pits goes Mikel. So the leader has pitted. Lets McNugget free. Is Savkin 4.5 seconds back. So McNugget will set, and mind you, he was behind the car there, a 132.1. Savkin, what is he going to do? In the pits, that's what he's going to do. So McNugget yet to pit, out in the lead. Fiala has pitted. Brisen's pitted, Savkin and Mikel are in the pits right now. Matt's pitted, LACPP's pitted, Adam's pitted. So it really is just Maverick, McNugget and Gear are the last ones to pit. And it is Mikel out ahead of Savkin. And let's see where Brisen's going to end up, because he shouldn't be too far off the back of this battle, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Can I get to the battle, please? Fiala, no! Where's he spun? Last corner. There's a nasty little bump there and it looks like it's caught him out. That is highly unfortunate for Fiala. So Brisen is 2.6 off the back of Savkin, who's 4 seconds off the back of Mikel. And then it's further 21 to McNugget, but McNugget hasn't pitted yet. All to come. We've still got 22 minutes left to go. We're pretty much at the halfway point, folks. And it's quite the halfway point. Brisen is falling out off from the back on these hard tyres. Maybe wasn't confident that the mediums were going to last till the end, which is surprising since they basically pitted at the halfway mark. You would have thought if the tyres had got them that far and competitively that far, another set of mediums would have done them absolutely fine. But it didn't seem to be the case. So Mikel and Savkin on the advantageous tyre right now. Savkin slowly starting to close up behind Mikel. So it was a 134 for his outlap. 133 for Savkin. 9/10 quicker on that last lap. So Mikel is going to be under pressure soon. If he can keep up this pace and not have any mistakes. McNugget is due to pit in at some point soon. Surely McNugget has to pit in soon. Why will it not let me switch to McNugget? He's in the tunnel. Let's see if he's going to pit this lap and what tyres he'll go onto. Is he going to maybe try and go even longer and then switch to the softs? We have a car up ahead. That's Gear. Gear is off track. Back on. He's going to try and stay out the way. Very nicely done from Gear there. Just staying out the way. And having a bit of a tough race is Gear, yet to pit. But he's definitely not giving up. Everyone's going to be on for points today as long as they finish. As McNugget goes for another lap. He's very comfortable on those tyres right now. Let's see what he's doing lap time wise. He's had pretty much a free run this lap. And a 131.1. So he's still got respectively competitive times compared to those around him on those medium tyres. So maybe he does want to keep going. Brian, how we doing, buddy? Welcome. You've missed some amazing races. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. We're going to have a little look quickly down the order. Is anyone really sticking out? It may have been... No, nobody really sticking out as an accident at the moment. But we do have quite a large field spread, it has to be said. We've got leaders are coming through the pack. Savkin not having a great lap at all. He seems to have shown all the pace to start with. Brisen had a little scrape of the wall. Yeah, it looked like Savkin at 1.7 seconds in the lead. Had all the pace in the world, looked pretty much untouchable. Had one mistake, led to a little bit of an accident amongst the trailing pack. And since then, really hasn't been able to click it back into gear. Hasn't found the pace that he had early race. And struggling at the moment in P3, 5.5 seconds off the back of Mikel. So let's just see if Safkin can maybe turn the fortunes around and find that pace again. Brezin though, 2.8 seconds off the back of Safkin. But has moved on to the harder compound tyre. So that will be obviously affecting pace to a degree. Whoa! No, Brezin! No! He's been cursed and he's going to have to do an Austin Powers here. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, and Mav's not too far away. There he goes, there goes Mav. Brezin then, unfortunately down to P5. A little bit of commentary curse there. So that's on me. There we are, LACPP, he's in P7 and 5.4 seconds behind. It is Fiala coming out the tunnel there. And running their own race at the moment, 11 seconds behind is Gear. We have the leader, McNugget, though. Flying, absolutely flying. He's actually increased the gap to Mikel behind. On older tyres, McNugget has managed to increase the gap to P2. So phenomenal work here from McNugget. And I honestly couldn't tell you who is going to win this race. McNugget is on an absolute blinder. And look, there's another lap. I have this sneaking suspicion McNugget is going to try and run till about 10 minutes left on the clock. If he can with fuel, pit and take the soft tyres, which would be a reverse Matt strategy. I'd like to know how Matt's tyres will be feeling with 5-10 minutes left in the race, because he did have to pit early having started on the softs. So I can only imagine he is struggling to say the least. There is a battle going on between Mr. Maverick and right behind him there is Brezin recovering from the mistake he made a lap ago right here. And it's not like Mav has to get out of the way. They are battling for position. Mav yet to take a pit stop though. Still running them hard compound tyres. So is he another one that's going to try and run it long and switch to the soft compounded tyre? We're just going to have to see. But this does make for some enthralling watching, it has to be said. No change at the front, apart from McNugget is still pulling a gap to Mikel. That was there at 22 seconds briefly, showing that despite the fact that he is on, old tyres, really old tyres now, he is still cranking them lap times in, very respectable lap times. As you can see here, Mav and Brezin definitely has way more pace on Mav right now, but Mav doing his best just to be a rolling roadblock. Again, Monaco almost impossible to pass at, so although he will lose position when he has to pit eventually, he's just making Brezin's life an absolute nightmare, and Brezin's going to be struggling now to get anywhere near back to that pack that's ahead of him, because that gap to Safkin is literally that'll be around 22 seconds now. So it's a long way back. So chat, what we thinking? Do you have any idea? Anyone you want to see winning this race? Do you have any idea, who do you think is going to on the current performance? Judging by some of the whispers I am receiving from the pit lane, it looks like Safkin came into contact with a back marker, which has caused the accident. So yeah, that might have to be investigated a little bit later on. So Safkin was 7 seconds in the lead. Looks like he's coming together with a back marker, and that's cost him dearly, unfortunately, as he's still 2.1 seconds off the back of Mikel, who's still a further 22 seconds off the back of McNugget. McNugget is just doing an absolutely grand job right now. I want to get back on board with Brezin, please, game. No. Oh. Adam. Bend it. And now he's got to be careful. Here comes our race leader. Adam really needs to be smart here and gets out of the way. Let's have a little look. As he goes into the wall again. No, don't get in the way of the leaders. Please stay out of the way, Adam. Don't race them, just stay out of the way. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't do moves like that, please. You're a back marker. Oh, this is painful to watch. And it is, yeah, the next car to be coming up behind the dam is Fiala and P7. McNugget, lost a bit of time there, McNugget, making that pass on the back marker. Now let's see what Fiala can do. So Mav did get ahead of Prison again, by the way. I completely missed that one, unfortunately. 26 seconds of the gap from Maverick to Savkin. Savkin slowly starting to bring Mikel back into play. 1.9 seconds that gap for P2. Pit lane when McNugget does. Yeah, we do, Brian. We do. We'll get to that at some point for sure. We'll get a few more bodies on. Hey, or you could volunteer for the position as well. But it might be something for that going future. McNugget losing time though may have been as he was trying to navigate Adam. We'll have to see, but that gap now 19 seconds. Mikel will absolutely pass him when it comes to McNugget taking a pit stop. 12.5 minutes left of this race, and what an action-packed race it has been. Matt is finally starting to pull some time back. That's him a second off the back of Brison. But then Brison obviously finding himself, once he's passed Mav for Mav's pit stop, 27 seconds behind P3 at the moment. So a big gap there, and again, from what I see, it was had something to do with the back markers, so something's going on ahead there. I want to get back into some of this. This is a dam, and that's McNugget behind him. What is the dam doing? Oh, he's getting in the way again. Oh, this is not good, folks. We're just gonna have a little. Oh my goodness. And he's back in the pits. I was about to say, don't make me do a Michael Massey and clear things up, but that is absolutely hampered McNugget's run there. That's dropped that gap to 17 seconds, and he's still got to hit the pits. So that technically looks like it may have destroyed McNugget's race there. But we shall. We'll keep an eye on things. If anything does kick off, I may have to just intervene and Michael Massey. Here we go, Savkin then. He is finally really found that pace again. 1.2 seconds behind Mikel. And he is closing the gap. McNugget's still riding. I think he's going to go straight onto the softs, by the way, guys. I think McNugget's done the long game. He's now at a disadvantage with what happened with the back marker. Oh no, the back marker's back out. Oh dear. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on him, folks, at some point or another. I do want to keep an eye on this battle, though, because Savkin is within a second of Mikel, with only 10 minutes remaining. 10.5 minutes. And maybe I might get your input on this chat. Should I Michael Massey and black flag the back marker if it looks like he's being riotous and just getting in the way of folks? What would your opinion be on this one, folks? What would you do in my position? Should I activate live stewarding on my own behalf? Because yes, okay, that's one. We'll have a look. We'll keep up if there's any more notices if he does get in the way. Again, just be a newbie player, try to find the ropes, but struggling. It does look like a keyboard player. It does look like a keyboard player. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's a decision-making time, and I think this is a very obvious decision to be making, folks. Let me just, can I? No, that is not the driver I want. Hold on. There we go. Unfortunately, I don't like doing that to people. But he is gone. Unfortunately, folks, I am so sorry you had to witness that one. But he is gone and he is out. That was terrible. Black flagged. I have I might get shouted at for that, but I do believe, chat, that was the correct thing to do there. That was absolutely shocking behaviour. We do not condone that here at Phoenix Sim Sport. We do want a nice, clean, fair racing experience for everyone. You know, you guys put in time for this, lots of time, and that is an absolute crime. That's a crime, to be frankly honest. That happening. So we'll get back to the actual stuff that is important to us, and that's McNugget is yet to pit, but Savkin is all over the back end of Mikkel, as Matt is also all over the back of. It's all kicking off here. Let me get to the action, please, please. There's Mav, and there's Matt. Take a breath. I wish, Brian, I can't take a breath when you guys are doing this to be on track all day. Matt all the way up the back end of Mav now. Mav yet to pit though, so Matt just needs to be patient here and let Mav pit. Surely he must pit. There's no way you're doing a no-stopper on a 45-minute race. Do these cars even have enough fuel to do that? Who knows? I'll tell you what I will do, Brian, though, is I'll take a wee hydration. Goodness, I needed that one. But, yeah, that gap at the front then, McNugget is... Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't think they're going to pit. I think you might be right. If they've figured out that they can get to the end on one tank of fuel, they may be onto a winning strategy, and McNugget won't have to worry about that gap at the front now, coming down to 14 seconds. You know, has McNugget played it smart? Oh, thanks for that, Brian. I'll have another sip anyway for good measure. Oh, what a cracking race this is turning out to be. The battle for P2 is really spicing up as well. So we've got a battle for P5 here, which is Matt Pryor, aka the Tyre Whisperer, chasing down Matt, and he had a fantastic start, so we'd like to see what happened to Matt early doors, which caused him to drop down the order. But he's sizing up Mav now. Mav on old hard tyres, big lockups from the both of them, so Mav doing really well on an absolutely worn out set of hards. Matt on the fresher mediums just seems to not be able to quite take advantage. Mikkel is chipping away at McNugget's lead, but with 6 minutes to go, it ain't happening, I'm afraid. McNugget seems to have run a tactical genius game here. Savkin, probably the most robbed driver of them all, was in the lead at that huge, well, it looks like it is, and from what I can see from the paddock chat, there was a massive coming together of the back marker, which caused Savkin, it cost him his 7-second lead. Mav and Matt, this is getting spicy. Matt's going to maybe look up the backside. He's looking to go around the outside of Mav. He's going to brake, maybe do a cutback with the cleaner tyres. Mav holding the inside, Matt having to go real wide, breaking up a bit early. That gap wasn't quite there. Oh, he's got the drivers, Matt. It's going to be down to the braking here. Mav's not going to be too silly. He's not going to fight that one. Lets Matt through for P5. What a battle, boys. And that is how you do clean racing, ladies and gents. Great job from the both of them. Matt up into P5. And currently 3.7 seconds off behind Brizzen. But we want to maybe jump ahead to, here we go, Savkin and Mikkel, 0.6 of a second, and Mikkel and Savkin pretty much on the same pace right now, both in the same aged medium tyres, and this is going to be it for the last 5 minutes between these two. This is your battle for P2 at the moment. McNugget on the no-stop strategy by the looks of things. Maybe he's going slow through lifting and coasting, trying to get that car to the finish line without a stop. 12 seconds ahead, I should say. So the gap is coming down. It really does look like McNugget's either A, struggling badly on those tyres, he has had them on since the start, which should be 40 minutes of running on the mediums, or he is lifting and coasting to save fuel. Gear P8 as well. Looks like he's doing the no-stop strategy. So we've got 3 folk on the no-stop today. And that'll be Gear, Maverick, and McNugget. And that's P1, P6, and P8 respectively. I'm losing my mind and I'm losing my voices. Savkin though, look at this, he's sizing up Mikhail. We've got just under 4 minutes left to go. The gap to the front now down to 12 seconds. So yeah, it does definitely look like McNugget is fuel saving hard to make it to the end of this Grand Prix. Mav though, he's not giving up on Matt. That's still 0.4 of a second. And that's your battle for P5. Still on your battle for P2 here. Come on, lap time. Show me what you got. A 1:31.7 from McNugget. Mikhail will do a 1:30.6, a 1:30.6. These guys are pretty much evenly matched. Instead, they're just over a second quicker a lap than McNugget now, but with the time on the clock, they're not catching up. Marlboro livery on Mikhail's car, do you mean, Brian? I think it's just one of the defaults. I think that is just the default red and white Tatuus livery. If you want, in fact, yes, it is. It's just one of the defaults. If you want a Marlboro livery, or close enough one, that will be my team in ACC and the AC team as well. So yes, currently Mikhail is not running a Marlboro livery. My team does, because we are called the Marlboros, you know. So you know, we are going to snooze this ad because we are not missing this. We have 2.5 minutes to go. Twitch, you are not getting an ad in at this time. As Savkin goes real deep there, and it's not enough. Almost a big accident. Manages to keep it in control. Mikhail lives to fight another day up in P2. Mav, though, is still hounding the back of Matt, despite being on ancient tyres and the slower compound. So, yeah, Mav giving Matt a hard time. Matt losing time to prison, so he might be making mistakes. These two are now coming up behind Fiala to be lapped. So, and Fiala's a rather sensible driver. I cannot see any issues with him getting out of the way when the time comes. And letting these two battle the way they should up until the end. I'm going to quickly squeeze back a couple of positions. Maybe, if it lets me. There we go. There's Mav. And Matt still battling. He might be doing that as well, though Matt did pit, so he might have fueled, but yeah, you might be right, he might not have fueled enough for the push that he had to do, because he did have his accident after he came out his pit stop. So as much as Matt is on the softer compounded tyre, he has been on them for a while. And Mav on the hards probably actually does have the tyre advantage by now with those mediums if they've worn off, or struggling to say the least. 0.3 the gap. Savkin dropping behind Mikhail though. That's down to a second. As Mav looking to make a brave move around the outside of Matt here. Brave, brave, brave. Minute left on the clock, so we're going to get one more lap after this. Oh, boys. Keep it clean. Make it to the end, please. Oh, tight stuff. Gotta love it. Epic battle. Oh, that would be such a shame, Brian. Yeah, but hopefully you can make it for the MX-5 tomorrow. It'll be great to see you and your livery on the track, man. Always a pleasure to have you on track with us. LACPP is the next car to be lapped by Matt and Mav. And what a place for this to happen. We have 20 seconds left of the race, so I do want to find out where McNugget is. McNugget is way off, so he's currently on his last lap. So these guys will get one more in the bag. .7, the gap is now. Oh, Matt, don't do anything silly, man. You still have one more lap to go, buddy. LACPP should be getting out of the way, these guys. Those blue flags will be waving. You're within a second. He should be getting out of the way. But he has made ground on Mav, so Matt is probably not overly bothered. I need to go find our race leader, because it is McNugget as he comes through. And this has been a gretes strategy. No pit stops for McNugget. He's been running that medium tyre since the get-go. And he has got himself a lovely 11-second lead, a well-deserved run here. McNugget, don't run it too late, pal. One spin and you could lose that 11 seconds easy. I was going to come across the line because I want to get back to the battle behind, which is Sabkin versus Mikkel. That's down 0.2 seconds. And we're going to have a race winner. There you go. McNugget wins here at Monaco. A fantastic result there. The no-stop strategy paying off. Come on, I need to get back to Sabkin, please. No! No, Sabkin! Mikkel has come second. What's happened to Sabkin? Did he spin on the last corner? Oh, no. That is just pure unlucky for Sabkin. That will be P3 on the board for him. And looks like Brizin. Yep, Brizin has came fourth. Fifth will be Fiala. No. I don't know because they're all out behind and my leaderboard is all screwed up. But what I can tell you, ladies and gents, is McNugget has came away with a fantastic one-stop victory here today. Mikkel takes P2, probably very unexpected from his P5 start, but I can tell you something, you'll take that. Sabkin will be disappointed and probably very frustrated at what happened today. He was 7 seconds in the lead to begin with, looked really comfortable in control. Had controversy with a very controversial back marker who's has been excluded from the event after that, so that would probably have really frustrated Sabkin, unfortunately. But yeah, there's nothing much else we can do about that at the time. But that is the results. And what a race that has been. Very appreciative to those who have turned up. We will get ourselves some guys to chat, hopefully, that will be joining me in the box. Maybe we can get a little understanding of what happened on the race. But after comms is done. Right. Are we gonna have anyone to talk? Anyone want to talk to me today? I'm just sitting here. I'm just wondering if anyone wants to talk. Is Sabkin in chat? Let's see. Sabkin needs to be in a voice channel. There he is. I'll drag him up. I will drag him up. I will drag him up. I will drag him up. Sabkin, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Here's your comms box. It's a good thing that you're here, by the way, dude. We want to know what happened with the back marker. You were 7 seconds in the lead. And then suddenly you were engulfed in absolute war. What happened?
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, it's my first podium in this season, and I had some mistakes in this race. It's not so good, but I still third. I know. Yeah, I'm third.
Yes, you came third. Yep, it was Nugget, Mikkel, and yourself. What an epic battle you were having, Mikkel, at the end, though. It was down to 0.2, then it looked like you had a little bit of a whoopsie on the last corner.
Yeah. Yeah. I know only one turn that then only one turn that I can overtake him. It was a chicane, but he always had a very, very good exit before the tunnel, so I couldn't do anything, and at the last lap I just overdrive it and crash. Yeah.
Oh, it's easily done. I mean, at the start, though, you had a 7-second lead at one point. You looked absolutely dominant. Your pace in qualifying looked dominant as well. I think this is the most comfortable race I've seen you all season. You looked like right in your element. And then as I panned back to the lead battle, I just saw cars spinning everywhere and you dropping down the order. What happened? What caused that incident?
I really don't know. I just spawned in that turn, and I saw that guys behind is closed, and I decided to just stop in the track. I thought that it will be the safest thing I could do. But they crashed into me. Someone, I don't know who, but someone crashed into me. After that, I was in fourth position, and they went to the pits, and after my pit, I was third. I don't know why. Where was the guys? I don't know, but I was third, and after that, I tried to close to Mikkel and overtake him, but I I couldn't.
It's just unfortunate. As I said, you
Right.
looked like you were on for an absolutely fantastic result, and it just didn't go your way. You were pushing hard at the end to bring that gap down as quick as you did was fantastic. You obviously had a fantastic battle with Mikkel there at the end, and Mikkel's really usually one of our fastest drivers.
Yeah,
So
Mikkel is very, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you to him. Very clean driving. I tried to overtake him into hairpin, but at the last lap, but no.
Oh, don't worry. There was moments where my mouth was almost on the floor, going, "Oh no!" But you just kept it in control. You just kept it clean, and it was some absolutely fantastic driving. And so a big congratulations.
Almost clean.
Almost clean. Clean from your part. You didn't hit anybody. You just took yourself out. I'm famous for that too. It's like self-torpedoing. Unfortunately, you didn't get the win, but a P3, absolutely fantastic result from you today. And so a big congratulations to you, Savkin, and a very big thank you for joining me in the comms box tonight. We have one more with us tonight, folks, before we jump off the stream, and it is the tire whisperer himself, Mr. Matt Pryor. Welcome to the comms box, buddy. Oh, weird alternate strategy you had today. Talk us through that one.
Hello. Yeah. That strategy was planned on the stars aligning pretty much, which they kind of think they really nearly did. Well, kind of was not to be in the end. I planned on qualifying pretty high, and I had a pretty rough qualifying. And then on my last lap, I was 7/10 up, but ran out of fuel.
Oh no!
So
Was that what it was?
That would have put me on the front row.
Oh man.
Yeah. So my plan was just to get on the softs. Ideally, take the lead, or if the other guy in the front row had also gone soft, and we both just bolt together, and then just get the undercut, and then I can just be as fast as I like or as slow as I like. But yeah, it didn't really work that way. In the end,
it did. Yeah, it never usually does, doesn't it? You think you've got the master plan in mind, and then you're like, well, damn.
Yeah.
But your pace today was absolutely fantastic. You were having a fantastic battle with Matt. I did see one point you had your pit stop, so you swapped from the softs, you went on to the mediums, and then I caught you back up about a lap later, and it looked like you'd spun or something, or did you have to do another run out the pits?
So my wheel has an issue, which is it's too intermittent that it's not worth replacing my wheel yet. Where randomly I will lose all buttons and shifters.
Oh
They will just stop working. So this hasn't happened for like 2 or 3 months. So I kind of forgot about it. And then it happened today. So I had to restart my wheel. And because I couldn't return to pits, because I had no buttons, I had to do it on track.
Oh, no.
And so I was like, please nobody leave the pit lane. Please nobody leave the pit lane. But when I restarted my wheel, I then lose force feedback.
Oh, that's worse.
From 28 minutes in, I had buttons, but I had no force feedback.
Oh, dude, that's disgusting.
So sad, so sad.
Oh, and yet you still had good pace, and you were battling Mav solidly. The two of you had an absolute brawl at the end. That was fantastic to watch.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. My pace was pretty surprising. I was kind of using him and Briston as like a reference, just to kind of keep me online. That's why when I passed Mav, I started to struggle a bit. But yeah, me and Mav had a really good battle. I tried to Jensen Button him into the final corner, which I
noticed that.
she didn't really appreciate. But I mean, it would have been cool if it worked. But yeah,
it's always was going to say it's always the could have, would have, wouldn't it? But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it was great to watch. I thought it was for the pace between all you guys, the battles that you had. It was great watching the field spread to begin with, and then all the different pit stop strategies started to come in, and then that big long gapping started to concertina back up together, and it was like I didn't know who was one stopping, no stopping, you know, and it looked like the no stop was a really good play to play today, and I didn't realize the cars could get that far. It was great to watch from a strategic point of view. It was really fun.
I mean, when we had the so obviously I can't remember the names, but there was whoever was leading at the very start. He had an incident about sort of 10 minutes in.
That'll be the man in the box with us, Mr. Savkin.
Hello, Mr. Savkin. And as soon as I was the first to arrive on the scene, and unfortunately that corner was so understeer. I just took too much speed in, and then all of a sudden like Mikel's leading, and it's like. And then I'm second, and I'm like, I got a chance here. And then it's like, oh God, no, we are not working. Someone else has got a chance.
Oh, that's gutting when it's not even your fault and it's purely technical. That's a kick in the teeth, that one. Oh man! But now you've got the experience around Monaco. What do you think your chances? MX5 tomorrow. I know you'll be there. What do you think?
I've actually checked out.
No, Matt, no, you're not allowed.
I'm working. I'm working tomorrow.
Nah. Just tell your boss you're sick. You've got to drive.
It's my first year.
I'll send you a doctor's note. Dr. Paddy says that he's got this horrible syndrome where he must drive an MX5 on a Friday, or otherwise he's going to die. So I'll sort you out, buddy. Oh, shame that you can't make it though.
Called university car park syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. See, got you bad, bruv. But yeah, again, great racing from you all. Really appreciate it. I think the stream appreciated it as well. Looking forward. Obviously, you won't be with us tomorrow, Matt, but next week we'll be looking forward to having you back. I do really appreciate your time this evening, and congratulations on P5.
Thank you very much.
Right, so big shout out to Matt and Savkin there for joining me in the comms box and making sure at the end of the stream wasn't completely boring, that you were stuck with me entirely for an entire hour and a half. But we will be ending it here, folks. We'll be back tomorrow evening for MX5. That'll be me, Jake, and myself on that one. I think that one starts at 6 o'clock. I'll have to double check. So that'll be 6 o'clock, just an hour earlier than tonight's start. And then Saturday we have ACC. LMU in the evening, and Sunday it is Formula Alpha. So still plenty to go. This is the weekend of fun here at Phoenix, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. Take care of yourselves, and have a good night. See yous.